In the last hour, I have given two homeworks. One, if Gm by Ge is 1 by 6, rho E by rho m is 5 by 3, then Rm by Re is how much? Answer is 5 by 18. Next question was d1 by d2 is 4 by 1, rho 1 by rho 2 is 1 by 2, then g1 by g2 was how much? Answer is 2 by 1. Now the next part of this topic is variation of g. As you know, g varies with height as well as depth, as well as due to rotation of earth, as well as shape of the earth, right? So first I'll try to take variation of g. Variation of g with, we can say, altitude or height. Altitude or height, you can say, right? See here, consider it's our earth or any planet of mass m and radius r. In last hour we derived acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth is capital G capital M by r square. It is found that the value of G only depends on mass of the earth or mass of the planet and radius of the planet. It is independent of the body which is placed on the earth. That is, here whatever may be the body, it may be heavy body or small particle or small body, G remains same. But today's our question is, what is the value of G at this point? That is at a height of h from the surface of the earth. Actually, in our theory we derived expression for G here. Here I will write directly, saying G at a height h is G dash. Since our point is outside the body, that is outside this earth, hence complete mass is assumed to be concentrated here. Therefore, whether you take on the surface of the earth or at height h, capital G and capital M are same, right? Then I can say G is inversely proportional to square of the distance. Here I'll consider r as a distance from mass of the planet to the given point. Now I can say G by G dash is equal to, since both have square, since it is a square, here it is inversely means it is r square, sorry r, this I can say r plus h. Here I am writing directly. This I can modify as G by G dash is equal to 1 plus h by r whole square. So I am interested in G dash. Therefore, G dash can be written as so take this G dash that side and complete bracket here. I can write G whole divided by 1 plus h by r whole square. This is the main expression for g at a height h, or I can say it's the original expression. Now I can simplify this. If I take it up, g dash is equal to g in bracket 1 plus h by r raised to minus 2. So if I expand binomially, then g dash is equal to g in bracket 1 minus 2h by r. Okay, this is the expression for g at a height h. Now remember, here we have two formulas to calculate value of g. One is this, another is this. It is useful every time. It is useful everywhere and every time. But it is applicable only when h is small. Small means how much? That is, the value of h must be less than 5% of the r. 5% is also very large. Therefore, for our convenience, I can say up to surface of the earth, means I can say 0 kilometer to 10 kilometer. G is assumed to be constant. G is assumed to be constant. That is, whatever value we got on the surface of the earth, same value we can take up to 10 kilometer. Even when you put 10 kilometer here, there is no much difference between g dash and g. Then from 10 kilometer to say 500 kilometer, to calculate g, we can use formula as g dash is equal to g in bracket 1 minus 2h by r. And above 500, that is h greater than 500 kilometer. H greater than 500 kilometer, I can use this. G dash is equal to g in bracket or 1 plus h by r raised to minus 2. Or actually, we have to use this. Right? So this is our g at a height, variation of g with height. I think you might have copied. Now, for finding the percentage change in g, actually a standard formula for percentage change, I gave earlier topics. Percentage change is equal to change in the value divided by original value multiplied by 100. Today I am calculating percentage change in g. This percentage change in g is equal to change in g. Change means, remember, it is a final value minus initial value divided by original g into 100%. Okay. Now this we have to use as a standard one. Right? Here, for small change in g, for small changes, I can use this formula. So when I use this, g dash is equal to g into 1 is g minus 2h by r into g. Here, as we know, from here, as value of h increases, g dash decreases. Hence, Hence g is greater than g dash. Or if I take this side, that is g dash minus g is equal to minus 2h by r into g. This minus indicate decrease. So anyway, already from formula I can say what happens. So I don't want to use this. Directly I can say it is a change in g. Change in g. If I bring this g down, it will be divided by g is equal to 2h by r. This is called as a fractional change in g. For this, if you multiply by 100, you get a percentage change. Here I can write delta g by g percentage is equal to 2h by r into 100 will give you percentage change in g. Okay, please write yourself. It is called as a percentage change in g. So this is our variation of g with height. This much we have studied in theory. But what kind of questions are arising in NEET or JEE, right? So for that, for my convenience, I'll write once again all formulas. Here I can say g dash is equal to g divided by 1 plus h by r whole square. This is original formula applicable every time. But if I use this, calculation becomes lengthy. And second, g dash is equal to g in bracket 1 minus 2h by r. This is applicable when h is small. Okay. And another percentage change in g. Percentage change in g, or otherwise directly I can say percentage change in g is equal to 2h by r multiplied by 100 will give you percentage change in g. But remember, this is also applicable for small values of h. Now let us go to some examples on this. Actually, different questions and typical questions are appearing from this heading, but that can be solved using law of conservation of energy very easily as compared to here. Example I will tell you. See, there was a question, that is, say it is a earth. From the surface of the earth, when I project a body with a speed is equal to 5 kilometer per second, then what height it reaches. Then if I go from mechanics, we can use V is equal to under root of 2gh to calculate h. If I use this formula, we can't get answer, because this is applicable when g is constant. But here when I project with this speed, it will go in so high that this h will be comparable to r. That's why we cannot use. But if first you calculate g, that is a g, then I have to go for integration and other things. But to simplify, I will use the law of conservation of energy here. You can try, okay? And another kind of question is, that is, when it is a earth, when you release a body from a height is equal to say r by 2, r by 4 and so on, with what speed it reaches to the surface of the earth. This is also a question based on variation of g. But if I solve these two questions using these formulas calculation becomes too much lengthy. But if I use a law of conservation of energy, answer will be obtained in one step. That's why I'll solve these questions in a law of conservation of energy only. Now, question is small question, that is say what is the height h is equal to how much at which g dash is equal to g by 2. That is, as we know, if you go above the surface of the earth, g goes up, decreases. Then question is, at what height h is equal to how much, so that g becomes half of the value of g of the surface of the earth. Now question arises whether we have to use first formula or second. As I told, see here, g becomes half means g is decreasing by 50%. 50% means a large change in g. Therefore, we cannot use this. We have to go for this only. Right. Okay, let's start. Here, g dash, or otherwise directly I can use from here. G dash by g is equal to how much? 1 by 2. Here, g dash by g is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus h by r whole square. Take root on both sides. 1 root is 1. It is root of this 2 is root 2 is equal to 1 root is 1. Here, if I take root, this square will go 1 plus h by r. Cross multiply. 1 plus h by r is equal to root 2. Root 2. Okay. Today I am interested in h. Therefore, after simplification, h is equal to, I can say, root 2 minus 1 into r. You know, root 2 means 1.41 minus 1 means 0.41 into r. So, h is equal to 0.41 into radius of the earth. That is the height at which g becomes half of the g on the surface of the earth. Okay, similarly, in different books you come across questions like, at a certain height, say at 100 kilometer, what is the value of g? At 200 kilometer, what is the value of g, and so on, right? So that you can calculate using these formulas directly. I don't want to calculate here. Now, another case, one simple example. If, same question I can repeat, if h is equal to say 3200 kilometer and radius of the earth is equal to 6400 kilometer, then what is the value of g is the question. Okay, so try for a minute. Okay, first of all we have to decide which formula to be used, whether I should use this or this. As you know, since h is comparable to r, therefore you can use this formula. Hope you can calculate easily. And one more simple way is, if you look at this formula, our h is equal to r by 2. Am I right? R by 2. If I bring this side, h by r is equal to 1 by 2. Take this formula, then g dash is equal to g divided by 1 plus 1 by 2, okay, whole square. Then g dash is equal to g divided by, it is I think 3 by 2. 3 by 2 whole square is 9 by 4 or 4 by 9. Please verify. So this kind of questions we come across on this variation of G with height. Now variation of G with depth. Variation of G with depth. Variation of G with depth. See, consider it is a earth of radius r, right? And once again mass m, density is uniform and so on. As you know, here on the surface of the earth, acceleration due to gravity is g. Today I want acceleration due to gravity at a depth. Depth means distance from the surface of the earth is d. Today we want g is how much here? I'll consider it as g dash. Now to calculate the value of g dash here, hope in the morning previous class I derived value of g in terms of density. That is g is equal to 4 pi g rho r by 3. Here r means it is the distance from the center to the given point. Okay. So today I want here, that is at a distance this much. This is nothing but what? R minus d. So you know, in this expression, whether you take on the surface of the earth or here, 4 pi g rho by 3 remains same. That's why g directly proportional to r. Hence g dash by g is equal to, for this it is r minus d divided by r. If you simplify, it will be g dash is equal to g in bracket 1 minus d by r. This is an expression for acceleration due to gravity at a depth d. D is nothing but, you can consider it as a distance of the given point from the surface, right? Now, common question, that is, what is the value of g at the center of the planet or earth? What is the value of g at the center? Center means, see, if I go on move, d goes on changes. At the center, then what will be the value of d for the center? It is equal to r. If I put r here, r by r, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Therefore, 0 into anything? 0. Hence, I can say value of g, value of g at the center, of earth or any planet, is 0. Okay, 1 point. And as you know, g directly proportional to distance from the center. As you move away from the center, value of g goes on increases. Hence, I can say value of g directly proportional to distance from the center. Okay. Now, based on this we can go for questions. So here if I ask what is the value of G at a depth D equal to R by 2, that is if D is equal to R by 2, then what is a G dash? As I told, it is directly proportional to distance from the center. If it is half, means it is also half. As distance is half, G also becomes half. Okay, we'll take next questions in the next hour.